Everyone, and welcome to Healing 101. My name is DrMonifa Jones, and this is a platform where we come together to heal live. I'm always super excited to come to you every day, Monday through Friday, live at 5. The reason why I'm so excited is because as a psychotherapist, I realized that most people believed what I previously believed before I started the self-healing journey, and that is that they were born to suffer and that they pretty much babysit their lives from difficulties to challenges to problems to crisis to trauma. Like, that's what our life is full of, and we just have to proactively get through all the stuff, right? But I'm super excited that I have appointed myself as the public service announcement servant to let you know that you were not born to suffer, to let you know that you can be in charge of your life, that you can be in charge of your own purpose and your destiny, that you can fall in love with yourself and understand, Tiambe, that there are ways that we can complete some action tasks in our own life that actually helps us to live a better life, to live our best life. So that's what we're talking about today. I'm a transformational life coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a health and wellness business distributor. In addition to that, I'm a wife, a mother, a sister, and a daughter. And effectively today, Mom, we're all friends here on the Love Tribe, right? So our thing we're talking about today is the keys to self-love. Now, yesterday I had to go to a family fall festival and we did some conversations about how mental health is not scary. It was super exciting. Families, children, music, food, candy, of course. People were in outfits. But what I discussed yesterday was, like, what mask are you wearing, right? So I'm definitely this week, I am going to encourage you to remove that mask. Yeah. I'm going to encourage you to show up as your own true authentic self. And see, the thing that's a little bit scary for most people, Mom, is that when they start to go on this journey within, it's not without, it's within. It's a little bit scary. It's very scary because you are faced with you. You are faced with your fears. You are faced with your weaknesses. You are faced with your shortcomings. You are faced with all of the guilt and the shame that you have experienced from whatever experiences that you name as bad, right? But we've previously discussed, it is in my opinion that there are no good or bad experiences. They're only pleasant and unpleasant. It is my opinion that there are no right or wrong experiences. There's only pleasant and unpleasant. And the reason why I say that is because every detrimental, traumatic thing I've ever been through, it happened to me, and most of it, honestly, was unpleasant. But at the end of the day, it gave me the strength that I needed. So as I'm on my weight loss journey, 15-day challenge, get excited. As I'm on my weight loss journey, I realized that as I am learning to work with weights and resistance bands and jump ropes and things that I never thought that I would get good at, as I embark upon that journey, I realized that I got to build muscle. But the muscle doesn't come through not doing the repetition. I have to do the reps. I have to lift the weights. I have to move the resistance bands. I have to move my body. They have leg days, they have arm days, they have full body days. And so if you transfer that to life, in order to get the strength, we must apply ourselves to the reps, which means it's not just going to happen one time. We have to do it repeatedly and repeatedly to become as strong as we need to be. So I want you to embrace self-love. And I want you to embrace self-care. That's what we're going to talk about today. Because I know for myself, I am still in the kindergarten of self-care. For whatever reason, I have never identified with it my whole entire life. For whatever reason, I never put myself first. For whatever reason, I didn't think my health was a priority. And I am coming to the conclusion that the reason why it was never a priority for me is because of the way that I speak to myself. Y'all better get excited. That's what we're talking about today. How do we talk to ourselves? Keys to self-love. You have to improve your relationship with you. Like Tianve, this is not about nobody else. Nobody else. This is about you. And I made a determination that 2023 starts now. I'm not waiting. I made a determination that I'm going to be very, 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 very careful, Marnay, what I say out of my mouth. Fun size. I'm going to be very careful. Like, I'm going to be so meticulous. I'm going to be so intentional. Why? Because I know I have power in my tongue. And I know whatever I speak, I operate off of that, especially what I say to myself. So I have determined in this season that I am policing my words. I am policing myself. Because each and every human thinks 60,000 thoughts a day. And for us women, it's a little bit more. And we make 10,000 decisions a day. So if I wake up in the morning, cousin, and I make a decision not to work out, or I make a decision to hit the snooze alarm and stop trusting myself, or I make a decision that I already know that my day is going to be bad. I already know. Why? Because yesterday was bad. Why? Because last week was bad. Why? Because last month was bad. But let me tell you what I determined. I determined for myself that I dictate my day. I speak it in the beginning of the day. And everything that I want to attract to myself, that is all that I accept. I realized as a woman, I have never ever seen, and it's not even one time, I've never seen like my leaders, my mentors, the matriarchs of the family. If it's different for you, let me know. It's almost like pulling away to yourself, meditating, journaling is such a foreign thing. I've never seen, the women or men for that matter, say from 5 o'clock to 5:30, don't disturb me. It's my private time. That's when I get strong. That's when I tap into my self-worth. That's where I build my confidence. You do not build your confidence in the midst of others. I want you to know right now, if you are tied to the prison of other people's opinions, they can take it away any day. Somebody can say you're great today, and they can say they love you today, and they can say they hate you tomorrow. Or even worse, what can happen to you is that people can tell you they love you the whole time they are stabbing you in the back. The whole time they are telling others degrading things about you. But they love you. And so I don't want you to be stuck in the prison of other people's opinions. I am so free. I don't care what anybody says, what anybody thinks. I don't care about nobody else's opinion, Shantae. I just don't. Because all of the years that I cared about people's opinions, I was held to a standard of, please be proud of me. Please take my money. Please take my time. Please let me prove myself to you. I have no desire to prove myself to others. I have a great desire right now, and I hope you with me, Tianve. I got a great desire right now to prove myself to me. Me, myself, and I. I'm by myself, with myself, trying to learn and discover myself, the keys to self-love. We're going to say, like, what are you saying to yourself? Let me tell you what I did. I heard things from others, and it didn't just stop there. I just kept repeating it to myself over and over and over and over again. And they weren't pleasant things. So when a family member thought I was too loud or too dramatic or too whatever, I just repeated that to myself. Oh, she's so peculiar. She's so strange. She's so weird. I just kept repeating it to myself. And then by the time I piled up all of the people's opinions of me, of what they thought of me, which weren't all good, at the end of the day, I constantly repeated that to myself. So please stay with me today. I know this is not like woo-woo, exciting, volcanic, dramatic, fireworks, but listen to me. If you get this, this is the basis and the foundation of everything in your life. If you get control of what you say to you, if you get control of how you speak to yourself, if you get control of how you identify yourself. I know when I was much larger, I talked to myself in terms of, oh, you're a fat pig, or you overeat, oh my God, you're eating again, oh, that's disgusting, oh, that's too much. These were the conversations I was having with myself. No wonder I couldn't get a grip on my overeating addiction. Everyone has different things that they get caught up in, right? You may have an overeating addiction, a sex addiction, drug addiction, or you may just have an addiction of just you don't know how to talk to yourself. I'm going to ask you today to make it the last day that you are condescending to yourself. The greatest person that hears you is you. What are you saying? I know your mama said this. I know your daddy said this. I know your husband, your ex-husband, your ex-lover, your whoever, your boss, your ex-bestie. I know they said things. Please listen. People treat you the way they feel about themselves. Please understand that. Don't take anything at all personal. But understand that the power you have is the power you give yourself. So Tasha, please understand that the power that you have is the power you give yourself. When would be a good time to start to develop a good relationship with you? When would be a good time like now? Like when would be a good time like now? Like when would be a good time like now to develop a great relationship with yourself? I have decided, as of this week, I found myself slipping into some negative self-talk. I'm just being transparent. And I had to remind myself we don't do that no more. So if I'm slipping back into negative self-talk, I need to combat that with positive vibes, with positive talk, with empowering talk. I need to connect with my divinity. I need to understand and tap into my power, Dr. Daisha. I need to know who I am. And the only way you're going to get better with this self-love, self-care, self-healing journey is self-knowledge. You need to know you, but we won't spend a moment. Like, date yourself. Like, put a date on the calendar. On Friday, November the 4th, I'm going to date myself. I'm going to have some tea in front of the fireplace. I'm going to have my journal. I'm going to have my meditation music playing in the background. And I'm just going to ask myself some really key questions. I'm just going to check in with myself. Girl, you all right? You happy? What's going on with that level of depression and anxiety? Okay, it's still there. Okay, I hear you. How can we, what can we do to put some strategies in place to minimize your symptoms of depression, which is worry over the past? What can we do to put some strategies in place to minimize your anxiety, which is worry over the future? and then start writing it down. Listen, your journey is not going to be my journey. I love to clean, like whether you find that weird or not, that's my thing. So when I'm feeling stressed, if I clean, I relax. And if I clean to my favorite music, reggae, I'm really, really good. What do you like? What do you love? Identify who you are. Begin to become knowledgeable of yourself. The greatest knowledge you can have, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say it out loud. It's not the church. It's not religion. It's not the pastor. Well, I want to know my pastor's birthday and everything. It's not. It's not your whatever you are degreed in. You have a master's degree, you have a bachelor's degree, you have a doctoral degree. Great. That's not your greatest investment. It's not even your job or your career or your business. Should you be knowledgeable and have a skill base? Should you be knowledgeable and operate out of a spirit of excellence? Absolutely. But should that be the greatest thing? No. What about your family? Aren't they just so important? Don't they mean everything? Don't you have to know everything about your parents and your kids and your relatives and their meals and their health? And no. How are you going to take care of others when you don't take care of yourself? How are you going to master serving others when you don't even know who you are? People think it's selfish to make yourself a priority. It is not. So today, I would love to challenge you to journal, to get alone by yourself. Do some writing. Ask yourself some questions. Like, what do you want? What causes you stress? How do we eliminate that? I saw a post today. I sent it to my husband. It was funny. It said, it's a little bit abusive and overrated for our bills to come every 30 days. That's just too fast. I like 90 days is better. And I was laughing at it because once you pay a bill, then next thing you know, that same bill is due again. Those 30 days go up like, boop. Always more money left at the end of the month, right? Wrong. That's what we keep saying. We keep saying there's more money left at the end of the month, and then we wonder why the 30 days come so fast. We wonder why we don't have a great plan in place to knock out those bills that's coming back around the corner in a few days. And don't be late with it. It is coming right back around in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Don't get a payment plan. You will never, ever, never catch up, Tamika. Don't get that. So we have to be so careful how we are speaking to ourselves. I want you to get a journal. I don't care if you keep it with you, you put it in your phone. Just start writing down. Like when you slip off and you're saying, oh, I'll never have love. I'll never have enough money. I'll never get promoted. Oh, I look horrible in these pants. Oh, this blouse just looks too tight. Oh, it looks like I have back boobs. That is disgusting. Oh, look at my thighs. Oh, look at my nose. I want you to document how many times a day you are degrading yourself. You are putting yourself down. And if you're like me, you have taken all the words of others and you have internalized it to the point where it has become racing thoughts. I told y'all this talk not going to be exciting. I told you you're not going to feel no fireworks from this. But I promise you, if you invest in yourself, this will be the foundation. This will be the springboard for the rest of your life going up from here. If you decide that you are so important, like, let me tell you why a lot of people, they're not running around like, oh my God, Dr. J is talking about self-love. You don't see the results immediately. You don't see them right away. You just don't. But one day you're going to be stronger. Just like when you work out, you cannot see it immediately. I know I've been on this weight loss journey, and even today, a whole group of people that haven't seen me in a year for a fun, we work with children and donations of winter coats. They were like, oh my God, you lost the whole person. What are you doing? You look younger than you did last year. When I started this journey, I didn't see the benefits. I didn't see the results. The outcomes that I wanted wasn't coming fast enough, Tamika. It wasn't coming fast enough. But somewhere deep down inside, I knew, Serena, that if I held on to it, and if I would just stay in there, and if I would just give myself the love, the self-care, if I would stay on the journey, whether I saw the results of not, that it was worth me investing in me. Because if I tell you to go invest in a whole lot of things, they talking about crypto. There's so many things they talk about investing in. But when I have the conversation about you investing in you, let me tell you, it falls on deaf ears, Mom. People start to tune me out. You know why? Because I'm not telling you to put on no $5,000 belt so people can think you have money. I'm not telling you to put no cute bag on your arm so you can wear a label of somebody else's family named Louis Vuitton and not be able to pay your mortgage. Because I'm not telling you to jump in some fancy vehicle and take a picture. Because I'm not telling you to get some long something hair and get this banging outfit and get these red bottom shoes. Let's show the world that we invested thousands of dollars into this outfit, baby. Let's get on Instagram. Let's do the grand photo. Let's no. See, I'm not telling you that. So I don't have a million people on here wanting to know the latest fashion, wanting to know the latest makeup, wanting to know the latest thing that is the trending thing, that is the popular thing, so you can look like you doing well. Time out for that. I don't know about you, but I don't want to look like I'm doing well. I want to be well. I want to be well. I don't want to look like I'm doing well. I want to be well. I want to prosper in my health. I want to prosper in my wealth. I don't want to look good for you. I told you I don't care about your opinions, so I don't. I don't want to impress you. I don't want you to see my bag and my belt and my red bottom shoes. I'm not saying I don't like quality things, because I do. I love quality. But I'm saying I am not putting a label above my healing, above my wellness, above my wholeness. I don't want to look well. I want to be well. You look at people that are small, they're sick. Their intestines are black. They need my tea, I'm telling you right now. You think because they small, they don't have challenges with overeating? They do. They just have amazing mechanisms within their bodies. You think everybody who's large eats too much? They don't. They just gain weight quickly. You don't know what you think you know by looking on the outside. So let's forget the facades. Let's forget trying to show up. Because look, I have nothing to hide, nothing to defend, and nothing to prove. God is my judge, and I'm not proving nothing to nobody and no one. I am on a journey to prove to myself that I am one with God. And that if he's almighty, then I'm almighty. That is, if he all-knowing, then I'm all-knowing. And that if he is wholeness and wellness and goodness and forgiveness and love and joy and peace, then that's who I am. I am not going to make a decision to speak harshly to myself anymore. I want you to make a determination this week. Stop talking down to yourself. Every time you hear it, catch it. Write it down. Be like, no, we're not calling ourselves too big. People give us compliments. We can't even say thank you. We got to be like, no, thank you. Oh, I'm beautiful. Thank you. Oh, you look amazing. Thank you. I agree. I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm done. No. You are the greatest person that hears from you. When you going to show up for yourself? When would be a good time like now? When are you going to show up for you? We talking about we go to bat, we fight for our family. Don't mess with my family. Because I come for you for my family. When you going to come for yourself? When you going to show up for you? When you going to make a determination in your life that is no longer acceptable to be in a circle of people who don't edify you? If your eyes don't light up when I walk in the room, I'm walking out. I'm tired of being around people who don't edify, who don't love, who don't reciprocate. Because when I get by myself, I harbor those feelings. So now I protect myself. I'm not going to be by myself wondering why you don't like or love me. I'm not going to be by myself wondering why I couldn't be something to you. I'm not going to be doing that no more. It's too costly. It costs my time, my energy, my mind space. It's costing me my creativity. It's costing me just going up and upgrading my life to the next level. When I'm around people who don't know who they are, they put that stinking thinking on me, and I don't want it to. So I will be talking great of myself. If you can't handle it, log off. I am phenomenal. Say it about you. And it's hard, ain't it? We don't have no reference points for this. I am great. Say it. I am awesome. Say it. I am powerful. Say it. I am confident. Oh, you don't want to say that one. I'm not really confident. Say it until you become it. Speak life over yourself. If you don't think you worth 5 minutes, stop begging other people to make you feel like you worth something. If you don't feel like you are phenomenal, Serena, stop requiring other people to make you feel phenomenal. You know what I'm saying, girl? We gotta start it here. I don't need it from my husband. I don't need it from my family. I don't need it from my kids. And I dang sure don't need it from some strangers. Some people on social media, I don't know, I'm begging them for likes and loves. Are you kidding me? I like and I love me. I'm good. I started off the day with loving myself. I'm good. I'm good. So guys, we're going to continue on this conversation. Let's not just look well. That's a part of it. 15-day challenge. Hit me up so that you can get your amazing tea, so that you can get your NRG, and so that you can get your liquid multivitamin. Get excited. Hit me up. 15-day challenge. We definitely going to be looking good and feeling good. But at the end of the day, if you don't invest in you, stop requiring it of others. It starts with you. I love each and every one of you. If you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. Okay? Just pull away. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Just stop. Date yourself. Fall in love with you. May God continue to shine his face upon you. May God be gracious to you and grant you peace. We are forgiving ourselves for believing that we should have done better when we didn't know how. Serena, we didn't even know. We didn't even know. So when you know better, you do better, right? So we are open and ready for things to start going our way. We are asking to receive a message in this physical world today that is a reflection of that. We are open and ready to receive that message. Is already done. It's already done. We already have it. It's already ours. If you're on Healing 101, you're part of the Love Tribe. You want your life to be well, not just look well. And that's what we're going for. So I will see you guys tomorrow, Monday through Friday, live at 5. Happy transformation.